All right, and we're live. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Multiverse Show, episode 132, the greatest show on Mondays. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got our E3 prediction show, the show you guys wait for every single year, besides the Game of the Year show, which is always fun. But we're going to get things started here tonight. First off, in our introductions, we have the Dawn Deletion back on the return. How you doing, Mike?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back and better than ever with another episode of the Multiverse Show. Got a lot of great topics to talk to you guys about tonight, as always. So let's get started.
And we have the Caesar of Cinema, the Baron of Britain, Mr. James Wilson.
I really hope that title sticks when Brexit goes through, if Brexit goes through. Because I'd very happily be a baron of a barren country. Ooh, look what I did there.
All right. And we have the Paladin of the Piedmont, Mr. Samuel Tolbert.
Hey, everybody. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about today, and the E3 leaks have begun. So if you're one of these people that just does not want to know anything that was planned to be revealed at the conferences, actually, I would go leave, and I would stay off the internet for the next week because it's happening.
Yep, and it's not Microsoft who leaked first. Surprise. Nope. So... all right, so we're going to get things rolling here. But so first things first, we got a couple things we got to discuss. So guys, this is kind of like our penultimate episode for the season before we go for summer break. Doing our E3 prediction show. It's this week. We'll talk about Godzilla a little bit. Give it Saul for a little more time. And then we're going to have our last one, is just basically our E3 reaction stuff next week. So we're going to have a good time getting everything rolling here. So let's get started with some Godzilla stuff. So I know James saw Godzilla, and I know that Mike saw Godzilla. Let's start with Mike first, because I feel like he's a little more optimistic on Godzilla. What did you think of the movie?
So, I mean, you guys know me. I really don't go to the theater much. Like, it takes like a movie I really, really wanted to see to get me to go to the theater. And, you know, Godzilla is one of those IPs where just like ever since I was a kid, I just always loved Godzilla, loved all the movies. So I was really, really looking forward to this. I thought the movie was absolutely fantastic. I mean, obviously it's not perfect, but I feel like in a lot of ways they addressed a lot of people's complaints that they had about Godzilla 2014, which I thought was a very good movie. Again, not perfect. They addressed everybody's complaints about it. Like, the main complaint that I think everybody had about Godzilla in 2014 was that you barely saw Godzilla in the movie. Right before we went to go see the new one, I had watched something on YouTube where it was like all of Godzilla's appearances in 2014. And I think out of the movie's whole runtime, he was in it for about 8 minutes in total. Well, Legendary really addressed that concern. Like, if you want to go to a movie and see a bunch of kaiju beating each other up, this is the movie for you, because that's basically the crux of the movie. There's a lot of callbacks to older Godzilla films, which I thought was really, really cool. I really like how they did the kaiju in this movie. I thought the designs were great, and they each have kind of like their own personality. So Godzilla's like really angry and primal. Ghidorah is like the perfect foil for him. Mothra is like this graceful protector of the earth. They do a really good job conveying that. And Rodan is basically an asshole. So it was pretty cool how each of them had their own distinct personalities, which is another thing I thought that was a cool throwback to the older kaiju movies. Action scenes are great. The kaiju look and sound great. Kind of like the first one, where it starts to come undone a little bit is when it focuses on the human aspect of it. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but a lot of the dialogue is really cheesy, like borderline B-movie cheesy. There is a scene later in the movie. There was one.
I'm sorry, Mike. Have you seen some of the Godzilla films from the 70s?
I mean, I have, but I'm talking about this is cheesy by modern
B-movie cheese. That's what they are.
But there's one line in particular that really made me cringe. Like, oh, God, that was bad. That was pretty bad. But overall, I thought the movie was great. It's well paced. The monsters, the kaiju, got a lot of screen time, and overall, I loved it. If I had to rate it, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Fantastic.
And James for the rebuttal.
All right. Well, okay. This is not an adversary thing. I went with a group of friends because I really wanted to like the 2014 Godzilla, and there's parts of it that I really respect. Like there's the sequences which I think are brilliant visually. I can't fault that film. The Halo jump where you see like the enormity of Godzilla compared to like the humans, stunning filmmaking. The actual film itself, it's lacking. And I knew that they would go into this film being, we need to show more of the monsters. That's what people like, and which is true. That was proved in King Kong from a couple of years ago. It's Kong Skull Island. Best part of it, the monsters interacting with each other. Good stuff.
Yeah.
This film is ridiculous, and I know like saying that is in a film about a giant lizard is a bit stupid, but you know, if you're gonna make rules, stick to them. At least that in this film, they make the rules so astronomically stupid that I can watch and be like, oh, this is unrealistic, and I'm with it. I went with a group of friends to have a good time with this film. We had a good time. The film's not great, but it's not going to stop you enjoying it. And I think Mike will agree with me when I say that. I personally don't think it's a masterpiece of cinema. If I was to review it, if I was to give it a number, I think a 7 is a much more thing, but it's a good 7.
See, I'm looking at it from a nostalgia perspective. So it's like, you know, to see all the kaiju that I loved watching when I was a kid evolve past the guy in a rubber suit to seeing them done in modern special effect, it was just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, and that's awesome, and that's fantastic, and that's what these kind of films are there for. They are there for people to properly see these characters the way that they should be done. And when that stuff hits, it really hits. I loved Rodan's introduction into the film. I knew nothing about that character, what he did in the past, what he's ever done. The same with Mothra and Ghidorah. I just saw, three-headed dragon. That's cool. Or that was my reaction. And then, he's cool, he's evil. Intrigue. But Rodan, I think, had some real big spots. There are people that are trying to apply logic to this film.
Don't. You can't.
Which is, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. No. Why? There's the big one is people are going, how does Godzilla, who is not the size of an ocean, stand up? And I'm just like, he floats. We see him swim. He's floating. Shut up.
You're right. Don't apply logic to it. There was nothing. You're right. There was nothing logical about the old Godzilla movie.
No, but I do. I really like. I like that they don't. I say they focus a little bit too much on the human characters. They focus considerably less than the last film. Annoyingly, they do focus on Millie Bobby Brown, who is 11 in Stranger Things, for those who don't know. And her character in this film is it's so bad and damsel in distressy and like annoying child. And it's annoying for us because we know how good an actress Millie Bobby Brown is. And for her to just be given this role of nothing, basically, is annoying. I really like Bradley Whitford. For those of you who know, he was Josh Lyman in The West Wing. He was also the bad guy in Get Out, the father.
He's also the bad guy in a lot of movies, by the way.
He's the bad guy in a lot of films. He's in Cabin in the Woods. Anti-hero, you could call him.
Billy Madison.
Is he in Billy Madison? Oh, he is in Billy Madison. Yeah, Bradley Whitford. He's great. He knows exactly what film he's in. He's got all of the one-liners in the entire film.
Yep.
There's at some point where someone goes, "My God," and he quickly goes, "Zilla." And anytime he's on screen, you know that some banter is coming. And so for me, if you want to go and watch this film, have a beer, go with some mates, and enjoy the ride.
Yes, I mean, I agree with you. It's not something that we're going to put in the movie Hall of Fame or anything like that, but it's a very, very fun movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If the action and the monsters are better and there's more of it than the 2014 film, I don't see it as anything but a win. That
And
sounds
Yes,
perfectly fine to me.
considerably more.
And the
Considerably
monsters
more.
and the kaiju are incredibly well designed too.
Mm.
You could
Yep.
tell that they designed them in a way that it references the Toho designs, but it just modernized them, and they're just so cool looking. The
And a
kaiju
quick,
designs are amazing.
a quick little technical thing. If you can, obviously see this on a bigger screen as you can.
Yes.
Sure.
But specifically, if there is an IMAX showing that you're available to go to, go. It's not just because the screen's really big; it's because the sound it properly immerses you. Beyond that, this is very techy, and I'm not sure if they'll have this in places in Middle America. They might only have it in on the coasts. Dolby Atmos.
Yep.
Dolby Atmos is currently the best way to listen to a film. If there is a screening that you can go to that has Dolby Atmos on it, oh my god, you haven't lived until you've heard Godzilla roar in 360 degrees, in up and down, side to side. It's a sphere of speakers that surround the room that you're in.
Nice.
Dolby Atmos is great.
One other thing, real quick, about the new Godzilla compared to the one in 2014. One of the things that I liked about how they shot this movie is in 2014, the fight scenes between Godzilla and the Mutos were great, but a lot of those fight scenes were really, really dark, and that's not the case in this movie.
Beautiful.
It's pretty dark.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
There's
not
some
that
bits that are pretty dark.
It's not that dark.
Okay, but the shaky cam is unnecessary.
Well, yeah.
James, I have a specific question for you, if you don't mind me
Yes.
asking.
Go for it.
I've heard some people saying that it's bombing, that it's not doing well at the box office at all. Would you say that?
I honestly haven't looked.
Okay,
I will.
that's fair.
I will have a quick look, and I'll give you a rundown in a minute or so.
Okay,
All right.
perfect.
So, moving into our E3 segment, because Fame is actually out visiting a new baby, so that's awesome. Not his, someone else. Bring that out there. So anyway, we're gonna move into our E3 predictions. So we're doing how we did this last year, just reclassifying, same old though. We're gonna go by conference. Each of us is gonna give our mild take, our spicy take, and our fire out there Hail Mary kind of take.
Just before we do, I had a quick look on Box Office Mojo. Yeah, it's real bad. Yeah,
Really?
Its domestic weekend is $47 million.
Really?
What's the global?
Including foreign thing, its worldwide opening weekend is 177.
That's not bad, is it?
Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna need at least 2 more weeks. It cost 170 to make, production budget. That's not including marketing, and this film has been on a marketing rampage.
Yeah.
So it needs to get north of 400 million then.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
And it needs it needs to get clear of 400 to be a viable success. And let's not forget that there are at least 2 more films in this franchise. Maybe.
Well, Kong was decent. Kong would be okay. That's
Kong
all.
Was made for less. Kong was made for, I think it was like just north of 100.
It'll be okay. Well, I put faith in Kong. Kings over gods. So, all right. So anyway, moving on to our E3 predictions. So yeah, like I said before, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each conference. We each have 3 predictions max for these. We'll do our medium, spicy, then fire takes for each one. We're going to cover Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA, and including Google Stadia this year because, Google has announced today that they're going to be doing something this week on Thursday as their little conference, and that was out of nowhere. So we're going to kind of squeeze them in here with whatever predictions we can kind of figure out. So we'll start with Google since we're here. They're going to be the first ones going. Anyone want to start?
See, the thing, I mean, I'll kick us off, but the thing is, for Google, I'm just not sure what to expect, really.
What they've said so far is they're going to announce a price point, and they're going to announce some third-party stuff and some first-party stuff.
Skyrim.
I would not be surprised.
Get Doom to run on it, get Skyrim to run on it. I feel weird even putting this out as prediction, but I'm going to guess that they're going to make a big point about how Call of Duty can be streamed on this and it's viable for multiplayer. They're going to try and make that a marketing point.
Well, the thing with that is, could they use that despite the fact that PlayStation has the marketing rights for Call of Duty?
My understanding is PlayStation has a weaker marketing rights than ever before. Like right now, their deal is you get the DLC 10 days before everybody else. That's it. And they haven't really marketed the game at all yet. So, and it's been delayed. Like normally Call of Duty games get announced like what, at least a month or two before this.
I feel like it's like
a couple of weeks. Usually it's towards the beginning of May.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been like we're in June now. So like this is really late for them to announce Call of Duty. So this is very weird.
Just a weird little thing about Call of Duty. In Google Trends for the last year, more Black Ops was a higher search term than Call of Duty.
Yeah, not surprised. Not surprised at all. But yeah. So kind of going back, at least with Google, I mean, this one doesn't really fit the qualifications because we don't really know too much about it. And again, I'm not sure what the price point is necessarily. I mean, are we talking about, is it as a streaming service? Is it going to be per title? Is it going to be like per month? Is it going to be like a box that you can buy as well, or what? We don't know. So I can't really give an accurate guess on how much it's going to cost.
Well, the smart thing for Google to do in this situation is to position it as a Netflix for games. Now, granted, like Game Pass is that, but they don't say that.
Yeah,
I've seen. So if Google come out and say monthly fee, games are available, bam, like that is the message. You pay this amount, you get any game that is on this service. Boom.
It's got to be like $20 a month at least.
Yeah,
like I get $20 at least if they are going that route. $20. I can't.
But what if because they Google and like they because they're not making a box, maybe they can massively undercut the market, do what Disney are doing, and like doing a subscription service that's half the price of anyone else's.
Wait, did Disney come out and say they're doing a half price thing? What?
Oh yeah,
do they have a price
streaming
point?
service per year is half as much as Netflix.
How much?
I think it's $7.99.
Whatever.
$7.99.
Whatever half a Netflix subscription is for a year.
Or is it $6.99? No. I'm thinking $7. It's $6.99. Sorry.
Oh my god. Jeez.
It's good.
Man,
it's
did I not? I definitely
you did not say the price
on this. I have said that on this show.
I do not recall.
Right.
Anyway, so right. Anyways, that sidetrack. But yeah, pricing thing, I can't see them doing under $20 to stream any game, and new games at that. I mean, the only reason Game Pass is still $10 is because the games are at least a year old, or you get lucky and it's a new Microsoft game which doesn't come out very often. But to get third-party games coming out day and date,
will they let us purchase specific games and we don't have to have the service for that? That's the question.
That's a good question.
And it makes a big difference in terms of making it a viable platform without the subscription. Because you got to keep in mind, they're not streaming PlayStation versions of games. This is a custom hardware. Stadia is custom hardware, and that throws a monkey wrench into things I really didn't expect.
Yeah. Interesting. But anyway, I have a wild prediction for Google. The prediction I have is actually they're going to be partnering with somebody for the game library.
Okay.
Epic.
Maybe Devolver.
Epic. The Epic Game
I mean, they're going
Store.
to partner with somebody.
No, I have a feeling it's going to be like Epic Game Store, where they're going to partner with them and say, "Hey, you can stream your games via our thing with the Epic Game Store or some stuff."
Oh my
Some
God.
weird partnership.
That's bold because there's basically no way it'll happen.
Yeah, that's why it's bold, man. That's why it's bold. But like some sort of thing of like, oh yeah, games you buy on the Epic Games Store, you can stream with Stadia, and so it's like, okay, I guess, just something like that. Like just some crazy deal, and so then Stadia and Epic can be united in the most hated thing in the gaming community. So, yeah. Anyway, anything else for Google before we move on to the real conferences?
I really have nothing to offer. for
No,
Google.
really.
Like I'm more I have more questions than anything.
Okay. All right. So Microsoft. Let's start with some of our mild stuff. Mike, you start us off. What you got for some mild predictions?
All right, so mild predictions. I think everybody's aware at this point that they're really going to be pushing their cloud gaming infrastructure too. My mild, like pretty obvious prediction, in my opinion, is that pretty sure we're going to see a Game Pass app for the Switch. I mean, that's personally something that I would love. Considering that Microsoft and Nintendo have a pretty friendly business relationship with one another, I think it makes sense in a lot of ways. So that's my mild prediction. I'm trying to stick to games. I have a feeling we're going to see new hardware. Well, I'll get to that. So my spicy prediction. I actually have two. So one thing that I would love to see. I would love for them to drop Tunic as like, oh, remember this wonderful looking little RPG we showed last year, Tunic? It's available today. I would love to see that. Shit, I forget what my other one was. All right, the wild out there prediction. I have a feeling that, at least I hope, we're going to see Dino Crisis announced at I really don't care who it's announced at, but I have a feeling it might be Microsoft that we see an announcement for the new Dino Crisis.
I mean, where else is it going to be?
As far as their new hardware, I believe that we've been hearing rumors that there's going to be tiers, that there's going to be a lower tier and a higher tier for the next Xbox hardware. The lower tier hardware, I believe, is going to be a traditional gaming console. The higher tier hardware, which if you think about it, this makes sense given some of their messaging recently, Microsoft is going to build their own gaming PC and sell it. That's going to be the high tier hardware for them. Their messaging suggests they're kind of going all in, trying to bring in the PC market. Microsoft obviously builds their own PC hardware with their Surface devices, so they could just have their upper end hardware be a gaming PC that's just Xbox branded and call it a day. I think that's something we might say. I would not be surprised at all.
Interesting. I actually had to consider that.
It's interesting. It's wrong, but it's interesting.
Well, that's why it's out there.
I know. I know. We got to keep this fun. We got to keep this fun.
Okay. I mean, maybe I don't know. I had to think about that. James, what do you got?
Okay. So for Microsoft, I'll go for a really obvious one. We shall see more of Halo Infinite, but specifically, I think we will. They will open their conference after they do a little sizzle reel. They will do a proper trailer and then some gameplay, totaling about 6 minutes trailer and gameplay included. That I think they will open the show with Halo. So that is a very obvious prediction. It might not be in the show, but like Halo is 100% being there because it's Microsoft. What else are they going to do?
Yeah. Gears. All right.
Yeah,
What you got
but
for
like-
what's your spicy prediction?
A spicy one. I only prepared 2 for Xbox, but I will. I mean, my crazy one. My absolutely crazy one is that we're gonna see the new console.
Mm,
Okay,
These
wait. I
are-
need
not-
you to define this. You mean
We're not
actually?
gonna see the box.
Okay, no, not going to see the box. Okay,
Not gonna see the box because that is a way off.
all right.
I think we're gonna get a name. I think we're actually
Okay.
gonna get like a proper name, like genuine, like this console is called this.
mm.
To just get ahead of Sony,
Mhm.
just really jump them. No, there's going to be
Yeah.
no. There's going to be the name and there's going to be specs. There's going to be no pricing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Interesting.
My guess for the name, because it's going to be a number of some kind. 42069. Just go all in with the fan base.
I would actually stand up and applaud. In the alternate reality that happened in, I would stand up and applaud.
Nah, it'll be an all-white console. They'll call it the Xbox 360. No scope.
The Xbox 360. We've come all the way around, baby.
Again. No, that was a 720. We're back again. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Sam, what you got for us?
Okay, so obvious, mild, spicy in that order. All right,
Yes.
here we go. Obvious. Gears 5 will be shown. It will have a 6 to 8 minute campaign demo, but they will also talk about some of the other stuff coming with the new Horde improvements, new features like that. It will be releasing sometime in September. Mildly spicy is that we are going to see Fable, but specifically, here's the specific part of it. They're going to say this is going to come after the next gen hardware reel, the sort of thing that James is talking about. And they're going to say, but we want to make it clear what games are going to look like made exclusively for this hardware. Then they'll show off brief teaser for Fable by Playground Games. Super spicy, because why the heck not, is that Microsoft is buying From Software. And they will announce that as a part of the whole From Software game that's being revealed that George R. R. Martin has supposedly helped to write at their stage. However, this last game is still multi-platform. There you go.
Interesting. I didn't feel like doing any mild predictions for Microsoft this year. Just simply because I don't want to state the obvious anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So spicy, not my fire one, but spicy. Definitely next gen tease this year. Real like spicier version of that is it's coming out this year. So they announced it and it's coming out this year to just eclipse Sony immediately.
But are they going to do what they did last time? And when they got ahead of the game,
Scorpio.
and
They
went,
announced
here's
work.
Here's the console. It's going to be great, right, guys?
Yeah.
Where are you going? No.
Well, no, because no. Remember, Sony did it first. Actually, Sony announced the console back in February of 2013.
But not
Actually, they did not.
price.
No, they didn't announce it.
They
It
announced
leaked.
No. No, the PlayStation 4 was announced officially
in
February. It was right after the Super Bowl.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Pro. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like they announced it first. Technically, Sony hasn't announced the new console yet. They're saying, "Hey, this is what we're working on." There's a little bit of it. Like here's got like some benchmark stuff. Here's a little different how it looks, how it would run Spider-Man. Just like really tiptoeing around the issue. And Microsoft, I mean, with them, it hasn't been. They haven't really talked about next gen that much. They've given us some general ideas, but we haven't heard anything from them. So a spicy kind of move from them would be like, all right, here's 2019, it's coming out this year. Or if maybe they did some sort of like staggered launch where it's like, all right, the Lockhart or the base model is going to come out, and then 6 months later we're going to drop the expensive one. Something like that. But anyway, my fire prediction for them, they're going to announce a Marvel game. I don't know what it's going to be, but Marvel's been out there pitching games. Microsoft's been real quiet. And specifically for this one, it'd be the Initiative is working on it. Because we haven't heard jack about what they're working on.
I want to come back. I thought of a spicy prediction. I'll say mine after you.
All right, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, okay. I think there's going to be a representative from all of the studios they named last year.
Yep.
They're going to stand there and going to be like, "This is our game," and it's either going to be a trailer or it's going to be concept art and the developer talking about what the game is.
Sort of like a developer sizzle reel, talking about
Yes,
this is Xbox Game Studios, this is our culture kind of thing.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamim from Ninja Theory.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
Because they said they got 14 Xbox Game Studio projects they're going to be showing off, and I think we know 8 of them technically.
Are we going to be having a drinking game every time they say world exclusive?
Oh man, we need to. We're going to be drunk as hell though.
I wish I could take part in that, but unfortunately I'll be there. So
no, it doesn't mean you don't have to take part.
Give me a blast.
That is Samuel, the words of a coward.
Fair enough.
All right, so PlayStation is not going to be at E3, but they're going to be doing an event of some sort coming out. So we'll do this a little bit faster. Let's start with Sam. What's your mild spicy fire?
Also, we haven't talked about Death Stranding.
We're getting to there, damn it.
We'll get. Wait.
This
Sorry.
is the PlayStation section.
There is none.
Well, no, they're going to have some sort of thing, right?
No.
I know they're not having a conference, but they're having some sort of an event of some
They're
sort.
having nothing.
No, they're not.
Nada.
I thought they were having something.
People have tried to make this rumor happen that they were having a big state of play to steal the show, right after E3, and it's not happening. Maybe in July or August, but it's not happening. There is nothing going on.
Well, there's probably good news dropping of some sort. Okay, damn it. Some sort of news is going to drop during this week, and we'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. My mild is that absolutely nothing happens. My spicy is that absolutely nothing happens. There you go.
Fine, geez. You can see how I know.
My crazy one is that secretly this Google conference is actually a Sony conference in disguise.
Ha ha! All right, Mike, you got anything?
Mild is that nothing happens. Spicy, I don't know. I guess out there would be. Oh, by the way, here's SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs. We're rebooting it.
Again, we say this every year.
Please.
SOCOM gets announced. It's teased every damn year.
But let it happen, damn it.
Gio Corsi said they're working on it. They're listening to the fans. That's why we're getting Medieval. I mean, I love Medieval, but no one was asking for that.
I know 3 people who are very excited for that game.
I'm excited for it. I remember playing it as a kid. I enjoyed it, but literally nobody was asking for that. Anyway, I have things. My medium one is PlayStation Now is getting a complete overhaul. It may not be announced, but that's going to happen. Last of Us 2 is getting a release date, summer 2020. I think spring, summer 2020. And for the Fire one, next gen is going to get teased, and it's going to come out 2020. So that's that.
But where are these announcements going to come from, Ivan? From the conference that isn't happening.
Tidux will leak it.
All right, fine.
All right, so Nintendo. Let's do Nintendo.
Wait! I completely forgot something.
Go
What?
ahead. Sorry.
Because I meant to do this because I thought it would be I forgot to do this at the Microsoft one. Rocksteady.
Oh yeah, what have they been doing?
Rocksteady has
I-
been super quiet. You're right.
I think Rocksteady are coming back, and they're gonna announce that they are officially doing that Harry Potter game.
Yeah, officially.
No, wait a minute. I thought the Harry Potter game everyone agreed was probably like Avalanche, not the Avalanche working with Bethesda on Rage 2. There's another Avalanche. I know it's.
No,
I
because
know it's
they have said we're not doing a Superman game.
Thank God.
They have that's not happening. But like I am just like a person who works at Rocksteady came into my cinema the other day wearing a Rocksteady shirt. Like, why? Did he not have anything else? But I just point blank asked him, Superman, and he went, no, like officially no.
Yeah.
And I know, yeah, he could have been lying, fair enough, but like you don't often hear games people say officially outside of work.
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, in
like-
Spider-Man, not Spider-Man. Superman games are weird anyway. Yeah, it's really hard to balance a Superman
But
game.
they can't be that weird because there's at least 64 of them.
Jesus. Anyway, we got other people to cover. Okay. That was cringy.
It's because
that was cringy.
In the Nintendo 64, they released a game called Superman.
Yes, we know.
And
We know. Anyway, Nintendo. Mild prediction. I'll go first for this one. Animal Crossing.
okay, fair.
It's about time for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Spicy. Metroid is canceled. It's
Ooh.
over.
Oh God.
Just canceled. No one cares.
This man did not just say this.
Yeah. Fire One. They're gonna give up on their online service and just merge with Microsoft.
Actually,
gonna
not
give
as
up.
unbelievable
That's
as it sounds.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised. That's not really that.
They're just gonna be like, you want to play Smash? You gotta have Xbox Live.
What will likely happen there is it's like a white label product where they'll keep the branding, but behind the scenes it'll be Xbox and Azure servers. That's actually very believable.
No, I mean like entirely. Like, no, you're gonna have to pay $60 a year. They're gonna increase the price. It's gonna be like, here's party chat, here's all the features. It's gonna be Xbox Live. So that's mine. I'll go be quiet now.
Let me see. I think mild, like the obvious stuff. I mean, Animal Crossing, we're probably going to see that. They're going to show more of Pokemon. I would assume we're going to get some type of teaser for Metroid Prime 4. All joking and kidding inside. They're going to show something related to that. Spicy, please remaster Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for the Switch, because those are so rough looking now in the Wii. I would really want to play those games in HD. Please just remaster them. And as far as out there, I do believe that we may see a new version of the Switch. As far as what they do with it, I don't know if they'll gear it towards handheld only use. Like they won't bundle a dock in the box, or what they'll do as far as the hardware. But I do think that we may see a slimmed down, little bit more modern looking version of the Switch hardware.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
James, what you got for us?
I think my mild one is that Persona 5 is going to be announced for the Switch.
Okay, good.
To tie in with Joker coming in or the Smash. Similar with Smash, my sort of spicy one, Sora from Kingdom Hearts is going to be added to Smash.
Ooh, it's a good one.
That's good. That's pretty good. I like that.
I have a better one. Doom Guy coming to Switch.
I think you'll find Doom Guy's already in Smash because he's Link.
Would it be
Doom
that,
Guy and Link are the same person.
would it be that outlandish, given Nintendo's and Microsoft's relationship, for one of them to go during their conferences? By the way, here's Master Chief in Smash. I mean, would that really be that?
Yeah, he's too gunny.
Yeah, but Snake's in it.
I mean, Star Fox is in it.
Yes,
Star Fox is in it, and it wasn't even
I
an
was
actual
gonna say.
character you could play.
Well, if they can figure out how to do Snake, they can figure out how to do Master Chief in it.
I know,
It's
but
literally
Snake
a
is known
stealth
for
character.
Snake is known for hand-to-hand combat more so than Master Chief.
Well, no. Master Chief's way more known for hand-to-hand combat than Snake. Snake's about stealth. That's it. You guys,
What is the genre of Halo?
First-person shooter.
Thank you.
well, I mean, they put Arbiter in a fighting game. And clearly, it can work.
Right. I mean,
They put him in Killer Instinct. It's clearly possible.
No, I think he's too associated with another brand and console to be in it.
Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway,
Why hasn't
Moving
that
right
happened? Like
that needs to
my
happen.
my spicy Nintendo one. Doug Bowser comes out in a full Bowser costume
Yes, that needs to happen.
and doesn't say anything other than like.
No, he's saying the age of Bowser has begun.
No. He says that, and then like somebody interprets for him.
Yes. No, literally just have subtitles come across the screen.
yes.
Yep.
The age of Bowser has begun. So, all right. Sam.
Okay, so I will go with obvious. There will be an Animal Crossing focus, release date sometime in October. Mild, they'll also focus on Luigi's Mansion 3, which, stunning everyone everywhere, is also going to release, and it will release the weekend of Halloween, whichever weekend is closest to Halloween for October.
Ooh.
Spooky tie-in and all that. And Spicy, they are going to reveal Octopath Traveler 2. Just a teaser, working concept, like a bit of concept art, 30-second teaser trailer, stuff like that.
Nonopath Traveler.
Decapath Traveler. Just skip it.
What Decapath did you say?
Yeah, Decapath Traveler.
Yeah,
All right.
it's fun learning a bit of Latin.
Or even better, just go backwards. Septopath Traveler. Hexapath Traveler. Like, what? You'll be confused. Just throw confusion out there.
Yeah.
All right. So Bethesda. Let you guys go first. Then I'll end up with Bethesda.
May I go first?
I guess so.
Obvious. Doom Eternal is their October release. This is going to take up easily half the show. Like, this is the spotlight game for them. Mildly Spicy. They also announced the Evil Within 3, or it might be called something else, but it is definitely like the Evil Within 3. It's the next Evil Within game coming
The
out.
goodness outside.
And then finally, the spicy one is going to be, we want to show you a hint of what next gen looks like, and they show off a next generation Dishonored from Arcane, with you blasting down walls, doing crazy stuff on next gen CPUs.
Ooh.
Tell me that wouldn't be the perfect teaser for next gen.
Be nice. Be nice.
Well, maybe they like up the ante and show like footage from Dishonored 2 running on a next gen console, like just so we know exactly. So then you can do like a direct comparison.
Maybe they compare footage of Dishonored 2 to the next gen Dishonored. Like, they don't even say a name. They don't give a name. They don't give a release window. They give nothing except, hey, this is an internal build of a next generation Dishonored game. That's what I mean by this.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Who's next?
I mean, I think Mild, we're going to see more. We're going to see more on the next Wolfenstein game. I think that's pretty obvious. Spicy. I think it might be too soon for this, but I think this is going with the next generation theme. I think they may tease something about the next Fallout game, or show this is what Fallout could look like on next generation consoles. We might see something about that. And as far as like completely out there type of predictions, Quake Champions on console, please. I've begged for this on this show multiple times before. I want this game on console.
Yeah, the Todd Howard Fallout 76 apology tour continues here.
All right. So, James.
Okay, so I think Star. I should start off with something that isn't Starfield because that's crazy. Mild. Yeah, I think Doom. Yeah, it's just too obvious to not pick it. There's going to be major Doom focus. The spicy one. Now the question is, what band / artist is going to be there? And I think, because it depends on the game. That's the thing.
Yep, really does.
But I think somebody of the caliber, someone who was big in like 2001, if someone in Bethesda's gone, yeah, they're still popular. So I think somebody like, but not necessarily, Blink 182.
Blink 182's been there, by the way.
Have they?
Yeah, I went to a concert for Blink 182 at the Bethesda conference. They were there in 2016.
Man, I'm picking these out.
You're 3 years late.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Who are the guys who did Teenage Dirtbag? Bowling for Soup. No, that's Weedus. No. Bowling for Soup are going to be there. There you go.
Weezer's going to be there.
Only doing covers of Bethesda songs. Weezer does the Fallout 3 soundtrack. And the crazy one. Yeah, screw it. You know what? Extended look at Starfield. It's not going to happen. But there you go.
Okay, so here's what I got. Again, obvious one, Doom. That's the only thing I think any of us have in common. By the way, it's Doom release date. It's gonna be October-ish. Because remember we got Wolfenstein coming out in July, which is nice summer game. Finally, which I appreciate. So, next thing, I think we're gonna get some Starfield gameplay, or at least rather like some more detail of what Starfield is, because so far this teaser we got last time didn't really show us much of anything. It was just like new game, it exists. Yeah, that's it. Spicy prediction, my fire prediction. They're gonna flip the release dates for Starfield and Elder Scrolls.
What release dates?
So what they told everybody first was that Starfield was going to come out before Elder Scrolls. They're going to flip that. Elder Scrolls is going to come out before Starfield. And the reason, I have a couple of reasons why. Mainly because it's been so long since we've had Elder Scrolls, and I think they're going to be afraid of waning interest in Elder Scrolls if they wait much longer. I mean, we're almost 9 years since the last Elder Scrolls game, because the last one came out in 2011. Like it's been a while, and I think they've milked Skyrim and the rest of it as far as it can go. I just don't see them like they need a new Elder Scrolls game. It's been so long since the last one. The wait between Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games. I mean, people have waited now more for Elder Scrolls than Fallout. Like the difference between Fallout New Vegas to Fallout 3 to Fallout 4 was 8 years. Now we're at 9, almost 10 years for Elder Scrolls. It's been a long time. I think if they wait any longer and Starfield's going to come out first, the Elder Scrolls franchise might be severely hurt. I just don't see them using that. And this year, well, I'm not saying it's going to release this year, but I mean, this year wouldn't be a bad start for an Elder Scrolls game to come out. I mean, wouldn't be that bad for that. But anyway, that's my thing. I think that they're going to flip it so Elder Scrolls comes out before Starfield, and also put more space between Outer Worlds and Starfield. So I don't think that because they see that as competition, but I think they're just going to be like, it's going to be crowded. Let's give it more space. Literally.
Interesting.
So, all right. Ubisoft. Can I go
this
first to get this
one's
out
a
of the
little more
way?
difficult now. They just took out one of the major things.
I
so-
know. That's why I want to get this out of the way. I wrote down my predictions like almost a week ago. And so I'm pretty pissed off that it actually came true before I can announce it on the show. My mild prediction was Watch Dogs 3. And I said it's going to be set in London, and they're going to specifically say it's post-Brexit. All that's true. God damn it. They had an a leak today. It's true. It's all that, but the big thing the big difference is that it's you can play as any NPC, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like I gotta see that.
That's ambitious. It's definitely pretty ambitious.
Yeah. It's gonna revolve around you switching NPCs too. You can't just be one person.
I am
So
wondering how that's going to work in terms of getting us attached to a central narrative, though.
And you
Wow,
have
what's
a
the
creative,
narrative?
sexy AI. Anyway, so there's that. I think they're gonna take my spicy one is that they're gonna take a break from Assassin's Creed this year. No Assassin's Creed, period. No announcement, no anything. Completely
Mhm.
silent. And
Sure.
There's DLC to come out though.
yeah. So my spicy one is kind of weird. So I think they're gonna say Beyond Good and Evil 2 releasing this year.
No way.
I think it's this year.
No
think?
way.
This year. And it's gonna come out like in September or something like that. So that's what I got. Yep.
All right. I'll go. Okay. In Just Dance, well, because there's gonna be a Just Dance bit. There's gonna be a dance off with a representative from all of the major games. So there's gonna be an assassin trying to outdance a trials biker, trying to outdance a snowboarder, a Ghost Recon man, like all of this stuff, and that's going to be like, yeah, how they introduce the new Just Dance. My one, I was going to go for Watch Dogs 3 as well, so now I can't do that. Annoyingly, I think they're going to up the ante on the guy from Trials doing a stunt. I think he's gonna like accidentally crash with air quotes through like the main big screen, and he's gonna break that, and then he's gonna have to fix it with duct tape that's fake, and then they just put a new one over it, so it's fine. And the crazy one, we all want it. They keep teasing us about it, and it's never gonna happen. But there's gonna be a new Splinter Cell.
Yep. That's a good one. It's they supposedly had something from GameStop today. They had like a Splinter Cell pre-order bonus that popped up, and then they took it away.
Wasn't in that brilliant Walmart Canada leak from last year?
It's the only one that hasn't come true.
The
from
only one that
Walmart
hasn't come
Canada
true.
leak.
Yep.
Canada letting us down again.
Yep.
Dang it, Nick.
Spoiling everything.
Anybody want to defend it right now?
Do we have any Canadians who could defend Canada at this moment?
I
Oh,
guess not.
I mean, Canada and Britain both have the same queen, so no.
Okay. So Sam?
This is difficult, man. The problem is so much of what Ubisoft is doing. We already know they've got Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That's coming out in October. They've already said that that pirate game they're making. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. That's been pushed back beyond March 2020. Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, so it's very difficult for me to come up with something compelling from Ubisoft. I have been told by people I trust there is no Splinter Cell game. So I'll start there with my mild. There is no Splinter Cell game. Not this year, at least. Nope, not happening. The dummy, obvious one is the Watch Dogs stuff, but I'll go with a specific thing. It's coming out this December. I'll throw that out there. It's coming out December, not next year. And for my super spicy one, they are collaborating with Nintendo on some sort of Pikmin crossover.
Ooh.
Simply because I'm scrambling
Splinter
to find
Cell
something.
Pikmin.
Why not? You know,
Sam
why
Fisher leading the Pikmin.
You know what? I'm gonna go. All right. So obvious. You know, they're going to show Watch Dogs. They're going to show Ghost Recon. Maybe we'll hear something about a new crew game. I don't know. That's a maybe. Spicy, I was going to say Splinter Cell, but everybody already took that, so I'm going to skip past that. Totally wild out there type of thing. Assassin's Creed and Rabbids.
Oh my God, no. Just stop. Just stop. You're insulting the spice category.
Wait, is it going to be like Mario and Rabbids, where like the Rabbids are like half Assassin's Creed characters?
Yes.
No, I want it to be what's it called? David Cage Rabbid crossover.
You know, Pikmin plus Rabbids could work.
God, that'd be weird.
Like, if you think about a Pikmin Rabbids type crossover game, that could be good.
It might work.
Man, you guys are weird.
Man, I'm scrambling for stuff on Ubisoft, okay? Like,
yeah. All right. So,
all right, I've got one more crazy one for Ubisoft, all right? You guys ready?
Go.
Continuing a theme that I've said for a few years now. Beyond Good and Evil 3.
What?
Yep. No, because what he used to do, for those you don't remember, he used to always say Beyond Good and Evil 2 until that actually happened.
There was one year where I was like really, really tired. Like it was like a weird time thing. I had to. It was like an hour later than we normally do it, and I forgot. Early on, I forgot that Beyond Good and Evil was a Ubisoft thing, so I did it in the first thing, and then I said it for every show.
Yeah, for every single show.
Then it happens.
You did that last year and the year before. It was the funniest thing. It was like it actually happened. All right. So
who knows?
Last one. Yeah, who knows? There could be Beyond Good and Evil 3. Ooh, that's the announcement. They're canceling Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it's just gonna be called Beyond Good and Evil 3. All right. So last show we're gonna do. EA's still doing this. They're still in here.
I mean, we kind of already know a lot of what they're doing because they put a schedule out.
Yeah. Too bad I don't read schedules.
They're going to talk about Jedi Fallen Order. They're going to talk about Apex Legends. They're going to have some stuff about Battlefield 5. They're going to talk about Madden, like the usual suspects.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a very deep dive into Star Wars Fallen Order. Like, really deep. Like, we're going to actually see gameplay. We're going to see, like, a whole thing. Like, actually see the game. That's one thing I think they're going to do. My fire take, they're canceling everything. It's all getting delayed to 2020. Titanfall 3 is coming out this year. Nothing's even remotely close to it. Madden's canceled. FIFA's canceled. Everything. It's just Titanfall 3.
What a ray of sunshine you are.
Yeah, seriously. Like, geez, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
think-
that's mine. That's all I got.
I think the only thing that might be a little bit out there is if they revive Need for Speed Underground. I know I would enjoy seeing that because I love those games when I was younger.
No, Carbon. Carbon is the best Need for Speed game, and no one talked about it.
Carbon was good. I agree with you. Carbon was good, but I did enjoy Underground more.
I think that Oh, sorry. I'm ruining your prediction.
No, that was it. That was my prediction.
Oh, no more? Okay. All right, I'll go. I think that they're gonna do another. Here's this lovely game. It's out now. They're gonna do another Unravel. Unravel was nice.
That's actually believable.
Yeah,
because they can, because they're EA. It's gonna be one of those little EA indies. It's gonna be like Faye or someone like that. Then there's gonna be a big thing on FIFA because there always is, and there's gonna be newer details about the journey story mode, and it's gonna involve the World Cup in some way, and they're gonna have David Beckham talk about it because money, money can make anyone do anything, and the out there crazy one, Electronic Arts, is that they're going to be, for the next Battlefield game, there's going to be no microtransactions of any kind.
Interesting.
There's a reason why that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Well, also Battlefield came out last year, so not gonna have another Battlefield game announced.
Yeah, because they never make more than one Battlefield for like a long periods of time.
Yeah, it's like every 2 years at this point. But it just came out last year, so they're not doing it this year.
Oh, it came out. It didn't come out in November, did it?
It did. Battlefield 5. Well, it wasn't.
No,
I don't think it was November, but
I don't remember any fanfare about that.
Yeah, it was a weird time. It was a dark time, late 2018.
Okay, so
things are different.
Has Firestorm come out?
Yeah, it did. I played it. It's actually pretty decent. I liked it.
Is it as good as Apex Legends?
It's different. It's different.
It's not free.
Yeah, it's not free. But it runs really well. Like between Black Ops 4 and the Black Ops 4 Blackout mode and Firestorm, I pick Firestorm in a heartbeat. Like, like it doesn't. The thing I took away from it is it runs really smooth even in the dropping phase, and people don't feel really bullet spongy like they do in other games. It just they felt normal, I guess. Like they felt like they were normal, and I didn't feel like I had to like pump a whole magazine, reload, pump a whole magazine back into them, and then hope they fall over. I didn't feel like I had to do that. So, anyway. By the way, moment of silence. iTunes is officially dead.
Yes,
So
they are.
it's been announced just 2 hours ago that iTunes is being officially canceled.
They're replacing. They're
Yeah.
replacing it with a standalone app for Apple Music, podcasts, and Apple TV.
Yep.
There's going to be standalone 3 separate apps.
Yep. iTunes is gone.
So,
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grew up with it. You don't remember anything but it.
So a couple other things that they announced, gaming related, was Mojang was there. They showed off an AR version of Minecraft. I think it's called Minecraft Earth or something like that.
That's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be really huge. And they also announced if you're the type of person that likes to play games on your Apple TV, you can use your PS4 or your Xbox One controller with your Apple TV now. For those of you that do that.
I'm glad that Apple realized they shouldn't be making any controllers.
Yes.
I was not going to put up with the iController for $599 US.
I mean, surely the best way to do it is to make your phone the controller.
I mean, maybe, but this is for controlling games.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. So I just don't. I don't know. They're weird to me. Anyway, so anything else we want to talk about for E3 predictions? I know there's other stuff going on.
I know that
Any
I
just
know that James
random
wanted to bring up
pitch
Death
ups?
Stranding.
Yes. Death Stranding, eh?
I
What
mean,
you got
so
for
we,
us?
we got a 9-minute trailer.
Looked great. It
It
looked
looks
great
like
to
a
me.
game. It looks like a video game now.
Yeah,
That's
it does.
something.
It actually
Yeah.
does.
Now, what kind of video game is the question?
Well, I think it's going to be an exploratory third-person action-ish game with a very heavy narrative. So it's going to be Metal Gear Solid 5.
And I'm fine with that. But I don't think it's going to be as big as Metal Gear Solid 5. I think this is a way smaller game.
Ooh, I don't know, man. The Decima engine is crazy.
Man, they've explicitly said that the world is barren, that there is like nothing in it except for the BTs. And then there's pockets of civilization at these little forts and stuff.
Mhm.
Most of the gameplay of the world is you getting through the world.
Yeah, true.
So,
Yeah. I don't know with that game because I honestly still have no idea what it's actually about. all I can figure out is this is Kojima's homage to Fallout New Vegas.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god.
Like I'm not even being funny either. Like that's all I could figure out. It's about a courier who's tasked with uniting different factions and cities from a broken post-apocalyptic state. That's all I can figure out. It's a delivery man delivering not just packages, but bits of human wisdom.
it looks completely off the wall and crazy, but it has a AAA cast, and yeah, I'm interested. I'm absolutely interested.
Yeah.
I really am not sure what everything is going to be, but I like the concept.
Yeah.
It's certainly different. You give it that.
Yep.
I would love to like do a deep dive, but I'm just crazy tired, guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
I'm tired
understandable.
too. I'm kind of fighting to stay awake a little bit because it's been a wild day. So, anyway, things we want to say before we want to wrap up.
Go
Not
watch iZombie. Watch iZombie. It's great, and it's the final season. There's like 5 episodes left. It's great.
Yeah. Okay. I would say go watch Last Kingdom. That's really good.
Destiny is all.
I
Yeah.
would go.
Oh, and it's got Rutger Hauer in it. So there you go. You have a reason to watch it now.
I would say if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor. Chernobyl is fantastic.
You're goddamn right. It is.
It is. James, the soundtrack is amazing,
Mm.
dude. Series is fantastic. Watch it.
Yeah, there's the final episode I think is airing. I think it's just aired actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's only 5 episodes. They're all just over an hour.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is bleak as all hell.
The way that it's shot. Oh my god, you're right. It's so bleak.
Yeah, but and what HBO and Sky Atlantic have been using to market it is the fact that currently it is the highest rated show of all time on IMDb. That will change because people are dicks, but right now it is sitting at a 9.7, which is insane when you think about it.
Wow.
But it is this show really is. It's not like a game changer in terms of like narrative television. It's just really good at what it does.
It's just so well made. It's incredible.
I might watch it because it's short.
Yeah, 5 episodes, one in and out. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay, so wrap things up here. Sam, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Samuel Tolbert. That's Tolbert. Please come talk to me about video games, movies, TV shows, Song of Ice and Fire, books, whatever. Usually I would say that I'll respond immediately. However, I'm in the middle of hellish packing right now, getting prep for E3 and last minute business travel and arrangements and all that sort of thing. So if I don't get back to you immediately, please don't take it personally. I will get back to you. It's just, this is literally the busiest I'll be all year, these 2 weeks. So just keep that in mind.
All right, James?
Yeah, come and get me on the tweets at James_S Wilson. Come talk to me about professional wrestling, my new great love in life.
Yes, James, how good is AEW? That show is incredible.
It's Double or Nothing that Mike is talking about. Yes, it was fantastic.
It really was.
I'm very excited. I just got my tickets for the next NXT takeover in the UK, in Cardiff. And because the NXT takeover a couple days ago was fantastic. Yes, come talk to me about that and why CM Punk is and always will be the greatest of all time and the best in the world.
All right, and
That's
Mike?
me.
All right, you guys can find me on Twitter at The Truth of Mike P. Pretty much everywhere else at Mike P. The Truth. That's it. Thank you guys for joining us.
All right, I'm Anchorman V2. You can go over to find me at pretty much at this point. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. As always, drop a like, and we will get things rolling on the way out of here. Next week is going to be our last episode for the summer. Then we're going to be taking a long break here, as we normally do. Excuse me. And so, yeah, be sure to be tuning in next week. Sam won't be here because he'll be at E3, and we'll check in with him, see how he's doing. And thank you guys for tuning in. We are out of here.